All right, let's jump right in. We're going to cover something that is absolutely essential for anyone who works with kids. Doesn't matter if you're a pro with decades of experience or you're just starting out as an intern. We're talking about safeguarding, and more specifically, what your part in it really is.
Okay, so let's imagine a situation. You're at your job and you get this gut feeling that something is just off with a student. You can't quite put your finger on it, it's just a vibe. Maybe something they said or a change in how they're acting. In that moment, what do you do? Who do you even talk to? That moment of just freezing up, of not knowing, that's exactly what we're going to clear up right now.
And here's your answer. The Designated Safeguarding Lead, or as you'll hear it called, the DSL. Now, this isn't just some fancy title someone gets. It's a very specific, highly trained role. The DSL is the one person in your organization who is the first point of contact for every single concern. Big, small, even just a weird feeling. They are the expert.
So what does this person actually do? I mean, really getting what their job entails is the key to you trusting the whole system and, feeling confident about doing your part. So let's break down what their main duties are.
Just look at this list for a second. It shows you how huge the DSL's job really is. They don't just, take a note from you and file it away. They're managing the whole process from start to finish, deciding when to get social care involved, making sure everyone's training is right. It is a dedicated, full-on expert role.
Probably the best way to think about the DSL is to picture them as a bridge. It's a perfect analogy. On one side of the river, you've got your school, your club, your whole organization. And on the other side, you've got the external experts, like social care or the police. The DSL is that sturdy, reliable bridge that makes sure all the important information gets across safely, correctly, and confidentially.
Okay, so we've established there's an expert in the house. Now, let's bring it back to you. Because knowing that the DSL exists actually makes your job so much simpler. And honestly, it all boils down to just two things: recognize and report.
Take a look at this comparison here. It makes it crystal clear. Your job is on the left, you recognize a concern, and yes, that includes that little gut feeling, and then you report it straight to the DSL. That's it. Your job is done. All that complicated stuff on the right, that heavy load, that belongs to the DSL. It's their job to figure out the next steps, not yours.
And this is maybe the most important sentence in this entire explainer, so just let it sink in. You do not need to be a safeguarding expert. You don't have to investigate. You don't have to figure it all out. You definitely don't have to carry that weight. Your job is not to be a detective.
So this is it. This is your whole job in a nutshell. Number 1, recognize that something might be wrong. Number 2, report it to the DSL. That is your vital, critical role in this whole system. Nothing more is needed from you.
Okay, so you've done your part. You recognized something and you reported it. So, what now? What happens next? This is where trusting the process becomes so important.
You've passed the baton. So what do you do now? Well, how you act after you've made the report is just as important as making it in the first place. And really, there are 2 golden rules you have to follow.
Golden rule number 1, and this is non-negotiable. Confidentiality is everything. Once you've told the DSL, it's not something you can chat about with your colleagues in the staff room. It's not gossip. Sharing that information can seriously mess up the process and cause a lot of harm. The conversation is between you and the DSL, full stop.
And golden rule number 2, trust the expert. The DSL has the training, the experience, and the responsibility to handle what comes next. By trusting them to do their job, you actually free yourself up to do your job. You can go back to being that amazing teacher or coach or mentor, knowing that the concern is exactly where it needs to be, in expert hands. So let's turn this into an immediate action. Your first task, and I mean, maybe do this right after you finish watching, is to find this information. You can't report a concern if you don't know who to report to. So find out your DSL's name, get their email, get their phone number. Put it in your phone's contacts. Stick it on a Post-it on your monitor. Make it impossible to miss.
You know, we started this whole conversation with that gut feeling, that little sense that something is wrong. Now you know exactly what to do with it. That little feeling, when you give it to the right person, can make a monumental difference in a young person's life. This system is designed to help you act, so the only real question left is, are you ready?